You are live. Good morning, world. I love that movie, Good Morning Vietnam, and such a sad day when he went to the upper worlds. Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today we are going to talk about something very interesting, which is the type of content you should be posting on LinkedIn. Now, I had a very interesting conversation with a very smart man yesterday, and I come to learn that he is actually working with a LinkedIn guru, and he is in the Done For You content program. And so I really didn't know what this guru did. I know they are very successful on LinkedIn. They are very successful. I don't know to the extent that their clients are, but I also came to learn that he's paying $10,000 a month for them to work with him and do the content for him. And then after we got off the call, I went to review just on his LinkedIn what was going on. And it caused me to get excited about sharing today what I saw. Because what I saw was not, let's call it productive for his brand. Now, what is the point of sharing content? So, LinkedIn is just one social media platform, and we have many social media platforms, right? So you've got LinkedIn and Twitter, and I'm just moving things around because I'm going to show some things here. LinkedIn and Twitter and Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram. So you show content either because you like to talk about yourself, and that's okay. But from a business standpoint, you're showing content because you want to build, a tribe of people who are following you. Now, depending on what you sell is going to depend on, what you want that tribe to do and what you are sharing. So if you're selling muscles, then you want to take a lot of pictures of your fat belly, like my fat belly. No, you want to take a lot of pictures of your six-pack, because what people are buying, they're not buying the features, they're not buying the benefits, they're buying the transformation. Write that one down. People are buying the transformation. So if you're selling fitness, they're not buying the newest gadget. They're buying the newest gadget because whatever you say that transformation is, six-pack abs in 6 minutes, they're buying the six-pack abs. So everything else is along that path of the buying the transformation. If you're selling health, like Wild Fit, which is a client of ours in a really great program, it's about nutrition and eating and getting wildly fit from food, then you're selling the transformation of what it feels like to be off crappy food, feeling healthy and energized. That's what you're selling, the transformation. If you're selling, we have a LinkedIn service. We do a lot of stuff in the service, but what I'm selling is the fact that you can use LinkedIn to create a leadership position, increase your brand, get leads, and make sales. That's what I'm selling. That's the transformation. That's the results that you're going to get. You're going to be able to make money on LinkedIn. So if we are now clear that the people are buying the transformation, then what do you need to fill in? What is the content that you need to produce to build that authority position and start to educate them, so when they get into a buyer's mode, or another word to describe it is they are problem aware, they then tap you to help them solve the problem to get the transformation. Now, let's talk about how to do it wrong. So if I'm selling basically how to get results on LinkedIn, then why do I want to post about overcoming obstacles? Why do I want to post about Tony Robbins quotes about challenge and you don't have to work hard? Why do I want to post even my former business partner, who I love, is a great friend, and I helped him build the company he has now, NeuroGym, and his brain retrainment, overcoming limiting beliefs. I believe that those are necessary, and his program is amazing, but why am I sharing overcoming limiting beliefs? on LinkedIn. Now, here is the key. You want to write this down. The only thing you're trying to establish on LinkedIn is that when someone comes to see you, they say these simple things. Wow, he or she knows their shit. That's it. So I love Gary Vaynerchuk. He's the one that a year and a half ago got me on the LinkedIn path. And now, as you all know, like 100% of everything that comes to us from leads, sales, conversations, relationships is through LinkedIn. I don't even do Facebook anymore. We're on there. I think we're streaming the Facebook, but I'm not on that. I'm not on that. I'm on Twitter. I barely do email marketing anymore because all the business I could possibly want for the next 50 years is on LinkedIn. So that being said, when you look at Gary Vaynerchuk and what he teaches, his philosophy on what to produce, because everyone always has the question, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to do, right? What am I going to do? What am I going to say? We all have that. So Gary's thought process on it is great. I love it. You share your experiences about, if you're in business, share your experiences about your business, about what you do in business, about the results you're getting for people, the challenges you're having. So that I love because it is closely aligned. People get to know you. Okay, that's critically important. Because if someone wants to do business with you, they have to know and like and trust you. Like, I'm not 100% likable. I know that. Even my wife says you're only likable the majority of the time, but sometimes I am not likable at all to my wife. Now, I also know that to the vast majority of people out there in the world, I'm probably not likable. I got no hair. I come from New York. I talk with a little accent. I speak fast. I am sometimes in your face. Sometimes I judge, even though that's a hard one not to judge, but I do judge. Sometimes I'm too direct, right? Too direct. So, but the reality is the only people that are going to do business with me are the people that actually jive with me. So I can have a twin brother sitting right here and he can look like me, but if it's one of those twins that's opposite, we're going to have different clients attracted to us, even though we look the same, because they're attracted to who you are. So sharing about your journey, super important, because it's about your business, about what you're winning and losing, about the results you're getting, and you're bringing people in and they get to know, love, and trust you and understand a bit about what you do. Let's go back what not to do. Sharing Tony Robbins' quote on overcoming obstacles. If you are you have an agency and you do SEO for somebody or a group of people, you're an SEO agency. You're the CEO or you're the management team of that company sharing overcoming obstacles. You're not working hard, working smarter. All the other cliche stuff that's out there, sharing other people's quotes. Just ask yourself this question all the time. If my ideal customer were to find me and go on my LinkedIn profile and scroll down, would they literally say, wow, he or she knows his shit? I don't think so. I don't think so. If they might say, oh, he must have walked on fire with Tony Robbins. They could say that. Or they might say, oh, early in the morning, Dwayne Dyer, I don't know, brain fart. Well, they might say, well, this guy's spiritual. But if you're doing an agency and SEO, they're not going to say you know your shit because you're not showing that you know your shit. So if you're a doctor and you've got an edge because of the results you get, the client's happiness, the fact that you can heal people, that they don't have to continually come with you, that you've got a new machine or equipment that you do, there's a new procedure that you use, that you're holistic, then would you want to share Tony Robbins or any other quote like that? I mean, maybe, but the reality is, don't you think that if you shared about health, if you're a doctor, every aspect of health. And then where you are operating in, that's kind of that niche. If you shared that, then people that came would be like, wow, he or she knows their shit. So this is crucial. And this is where I see it all go wrong. For like, I haven't seen anyone since now we've been running this program for 5 or 6 months. I haven't seen anyone that's actually getting this right. Now, I can't say that I got it right from the start either, because for the first 4 months when I was trying to figure it out, after I listened to Gary Vaynerchuk speak and really lay down what was happening and how to do it, it took me like 4 months to really figure it out and lock it in, that the only thing that matters is that people come and they look at what I'm sharing and they say, Mike knows his shit. Because then if I am looked at as a leader and they think I know my shit, then they're going to want to see more of my shit. And that is the power of LinkedIn. It's not what you can get from LinkedIn, as Gary Vaynerchuk says, it's what you can give. Kabbalah, which I've been studying for 20 years, it's about wanting to receive, but not for the sake of yourself, but you want to receive for the sake of sharing. So that philosophy is not what you can get, it's what you can give. That's the formula. But if you're giving things that are not related directly to your genius, you're wasting everybody's time. I mean, look, are you the first person to pull a Tony Robbins quote? Seriously, he's filling rooms of 20,000 people for the last 30,000 years. So you put a quote up like that, that's going to help you? Don't think so. You're promoting someone else's quote. Think of a quote yourself. So, is it harder to create your own stuff? In one sense, yes, because we're helping people be effective on LinkedIn. So really one of the core teachings that takes us a couple of weeks to get in with people is your messaging. But your messaging has always been the key to everything you've ever done in business. So why shouldn't it be your key to your success on LinkedIn? Let's go back to, the invention of the printing press. So what was crucial when they invented the printing press? Words. Words that matter. John Benson, the guy who's like the godfather of the VSL, friend, very good guy. He has something that says words that sell. So when you go back and say, okay, let's look at, we're on a new wave of business, right? Because it's internet, but there's nothing new. It's the repeat of print, television, radio. That's what it is. It's just in a different format. So it's always been about messaging. So are you going to run an infomercial on TV, right? You're going to have you get that wobbly ball like this that creates all the small muscles to fire off. So you just wobble like this for 3 minutes and you're going to lose weight, right? You got it? So am I going to start saying overcoming obstacles is the key to success? Well, maybe the obstacle to be on the ball. Well, but what am I going to talk about? I am going to talk about maybe the science of physiology of the body. How do you burn calories and why this is the most effective way to do it? But people are going to be like, wow, they know their shit and that thing really does what it's supposed to do. So it's always been about messaging. So you if you want visibility, that's not going to produce a tribe that's going to end up buying from you. Then you can talk about whatever you want. Vanity, talk about whatever you want. Right? If you want to build a tribe and say you want that tribe to learn and trust and understand what you do, your innovation, the transformation you can have, and you're building a tribe that's following you because you have good quotes, personal development quotes. Okay, well, you'll probably see that, the tribe go up if you're doing video. So the other mistake is that people aren't doing video, right? People are just doing quotes or text, and that's no way to get to know somebody. So even if you said, oh, I'll do some video and I'll do some overcoming obstacles and that kind of thing, you might get 5,000, 10,000, 20, 50,000 people following you. But are they going to care about SEO? Are they an ideal customer to buy your service or to connect you or do a JV with you? I don't think so. So I'm just laying it down how I see it. I invent anyone to come and, give me a throwdown. Bobby Flay, his TV show, The Throwdown, right? He invites, great chefs to come in and cook their signature dish against him. He's never cooked it before many times. And it's him against them, mano a mano. But that's their specialty. And a lot of times he beats them because the guy's a genius when it comes to chefing. So the question is, this is my philosophy. We're getting results. And I can only speak from data. I'm an ex-Wall Street guy. And so spreadsheets and data is my thing. So I'm just sharing the data. Let's just take a look at, heck, we don't have to do it. I don't want to bring up any other gurus to look at because I just want this to be positive. Not that it would be negative, but I don't need to point out anything that doesn't make sense. I think you get the point. So if this resonates with you, you let me know because maybe, I don't know, I'm completely off base. I doubt it, but maybe I am. Let me know below if this makes sense. The objective of putting energy into anything in business is it's got to produce an ROI. It has to. That's the reason why we do it. Now, we're just working with business owners, leaders, thought leaders, corporate executives, C-level suite folks. Your time, like my time, is the most valuable thing we have. So if you're putting stuff out there that's not going to create an ROI and it's taking up 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, that's unsustainable because you're going to stop that. If you're smart, you got to that position because you're smart, you have to stop that. So why are you going to start something that you're going to end up stopping? It doesn't make any sense. But there's a lot of, it's not misinformation. It's a lot of information out there to do things that are not going to produce the ideal outcome for you. Like I said, if you're in personal development and your competition is Tony Robbins, quote him. Quote all the personal development people, because then when you add your angle to that, people are going to be like, wow, he or she knows their shit. That's cool way to look at that personal development stuff. You've got your ideal customer following you, and then you can get them into your programs. But if you're doing anything else in business, that's business, whether you're a lawyer or a doctor or a dentist or manufacturer or an agency, I don't know, the categories go on and on. If that's your area of focus, then you really need to look at what are you putting out there. Over and out. Have an amazing day. If you're one of the people that like, oh, Mike's a jerk, you're probably still not watching. But anyway, if you're like, let me know and tell me in a message, you're a jerk because you're too in your face. I can change. Not much, but I'll change a little. Have a great day.